What's going on, everyone? My name is Nicholas Merton here at Data Dash, and today is September 17th of 2017. So as you all know, if you keep up with my channel, you're probably aware that from time to time I like to share my recommendations for cryptocurrencies that I'm either watching or currently holding coming into the next month. And as we're going into the month of October, I found some good small cap candidates that I think will do very well in the sense of their returns. Now, of course, we've all got to understand that with small caps comes greater risk, but also with it comes greater reward if it turns out our way. So that's why we want to diversify our holdings into a variety of small caps to really kind of mitigate our risk and diversify into potential winners over the next coming month. So without further ado, these are the top 3 small caps that I'm looking at for the month of October. First one I want to talk about is First Blood. First Blood was an ICO that launched back in June related to the gaming industry for cryptocurrencies, and I really think that long term it will be a good winner. It's one of the leaders in the space that I've really seen stand out, and I think that right now it's pretty undervalued with how big the gaming scene is for betting. So right now we can see that First Blood is sitting around a $25 million market cap, definitely on the smaller end for small caps, but we can see that the volume has been pretty steady recently, almost $1 million over the past 24 hours, pretty decent for a small cap. And the circulating and total supply look fine to me. So let's go ahead and jump into the technical action, which is really what I think we're going to start seeing. So right now we can see that, as I stated before, ever since the ICO, it's really been kind of oversold. This thing had quite a run-up in one of the 2 days after a few weeks after it had its ICO. However, we've seen a continued pullback as we go down here to around 8,000 Satoshis. To let you all know, I'm currently holding a position of First Blood. I bought around 8,200 Satoshis, and I think that we're going to see a continuation. The reason why is because we're seeing more volume than we ever have come into First Blood, and even comparative to the price drop. Sometimes more volume at lows don't really matter because it's adjusting to the price. They're cheaper, so of course there's going to be more volume in the sense of purchases. However, we can see though, if we look at the weekly, even comparative to the price action, this breakout in volume is quite interesting. It seems like a lot of bigger kind of whales or institutional buyers are coming in to purchase some of the First Blood that are available on Bittrex. So again, I like the price action right here. I like how we had a big candle, and it looks like we could be having a cupping of price action here so long as in the next day or two it continues to go up. So I'm currently long on First Blood. I think that it'll be a good position, and these are my different sell levels. Right here I'm taking in 25% of my position, 50% here around 15,000 Satoshis, and the other remaining 25% at 20,000 Satoshis. I think this one could be a stellar runner. It's been really oversold in my opinion for quite some time, and we've seen in the past that it can have quite big run-ups in a single day or two. So again, keep it on the radar here. Right now it's oversold in my opinion, and if it can get above this 21-day moving average and have a close, it could have a good run up for the coming week. Next up, I want to talk about Voxels. If you don't know about Voxels, ironically, we were talking about gaming in the cryptocurrency space. This is VR for the cryptocurrency space. If you want to learn a little bit more about Voxels, I recommend you check out their website, see what they're up to, keep up with their community. But for right now, we can see that it's on the relative lower side of the small cap valuation. Now, this is getting a little more risky. However, what I like is that its volume has been increasing recently and getting much more to a level around where we feel comfortable trading small caps, around $500,000 in volume. And we can see that the max supply is already locked in. They're not creating any more Voxels, which I really like as well. So if we go here to the Voxels chart, what I'm liking here is that we've been pretty flat, holding above 1,000 Satoshis, more generally around 1,250. And I think that right now Voxels is setting up to really have a breakout over the next few days. The reason why is because the moving averages have kind of come down as the price has been holding. And right now it looks like Voxels really want to break above this level and possibly find support in the moving averages riding up to its previous highs. So I don't really have any sell levels set right now. What I am thinking about though so far is really to sell half of my position around 2,000 Satoshis, and then as we go up amongst the other 500 levels, which are 2,500 and 3,000, doing another 25% each step of the way. I really think Voxels are going to be good at this level. I think that VR has a decent space in crypto with all the ICOs in the space. Voxels have been around for quite some time, or Voxels, which is the actual project. So definitely keep an eye on the project, look into it, make sure you feel safe holding it. It is a low small cap, but quite frankly, as we diversify amongst the small caps, I feel a little less risky in the sense of holding it at such a small valuation. And I think that right now, seeing with its price strength confirmation here, holding at this level, I think we could see it rally up over the next few days and maybe continue one of these uptrends that we saw in the past. So definitely keep an eye on Voxels. But last and not least, we have Navcoin. We talked about this last month on my small caps, and Navcoin was one of the best performers, rallying all the way from around, I think it was the $20 million range, all the way up to over $100 million in valuation. So Navcoin had a massive rally upwards and got some serious volume. Navcoin is focused in the privacy space. I'm very bullish on Nav in the long term for the small caps. It's been one of the best returners for me personally over the past few weeks and months. And I think that Navcoin could be a winner this month as well. We've had a nice pullback. We can see, as I mentioned, it went up to 100 million. It's down now to $63 million in valuation. So with Bitcoin pulled back, as well as altcoins, I think that this is going to get a lot of room to run. We'll go ahead here to the technical chart. And we were talking about on my live stream how I was hoping it would pull back to 20,000 Satoshis, because from its highs at 40,000, that would be a 50% pullback. And it needed that from this kind of run up that we saw. So that being realized, I do have to say, though, it did exactly that. And right now, it seems to have corrected back up to the 21-day moving average. The momentum is strong with this one. So here's how I'm trading this. So long as it doesn't go anywhere 5% below the 21-day moving average, I'm going to continue to hold it. I'm going to continue to hold my position that I bought. I bought some today, and I'm going to hold it. And here are my different sell levels that I have on the chart. 25% here at 30,000 Satoshis. 50% here at 35,000 and 25% at 40,000 Satoshis. I think we could see a good run up in this one. The momentum is strong. The volume's still maintaining relatively well. And if we were to get some of this volume like we saw back here, that could be really good news for Navcoin going into the month of October. But we'll have to see how fast it moves. Could move faster than intended. Could take a little bit longer than intended as well. But keep an eye on that 21-day moving average. That's going to be the indicator here. There's not too many sell levels that I'm looking at. So long as it can maintain the momentum, I'm good on Navcoin. Well, folks, what do you think about these three holdings? I'd like to hear down in the comments down below. If you got another small cap that I didn't mention, feel free to talk down below about it and say why you're bullish on it, or maybe if you're bearish on these current holdings. Love to hear what you all think down in the comments down below. Get a discussion going with the community. But until the next video, everyone, I will see you all later. Take care.